It is the third day of my third day here, which is really the end of the very first day. We just had our first day of classes today, is what I meant by that. I've come actually with a new numbering system for these. This is week 1, day 3, part A, part 1. We'll go with 1. So it's 1.3.1. Well, hopefully I'll remember that. It's 3:25 p.m. or 15:24, 24-hour time. Yes, first day of classes was today. We had a meeting thingy for all the students at the big auditorium thing. I just realized I forgot to take off my money belt. I should do that because it's kind of uncomfortable. There we go. At the big auditorium thing, and a bunch of people gave speeches, and it was really boring, and they introduced a lot of people, and we clapped for all of them, and there were like 30 of them, and it took way too long, in my opinion. Then we found our teachers for our Sprachkurs, that speaking course, for those of you who don't speak German, which is probably most of you. And that was fine. I know a couple people. Vasil is in it from last night at the barbecue. We're being assigned to read the newspaper. My favorite homework assignment, read the newspaper in a foreign language. That was sarcasm, in case you couldn't tell. But it's going to be fine. We did a sort of introductory thing today where we said our names in German and then everyone guessed where we were from and what we were majoring in and what our Fachkurs, which is the other course we're taking, was, and what our hobbies are, and it was kind of fun. It was also very interesting to see how people made preconceptions based on how you look and how you dress. Everyone thought I was from Great Britain. That was kind of interesting. And they also thought that I looked athletic, and I was like, no, I don't do any sports. They were actually not very accurate with me. It's probably because of the bow tie. And this was kind of interesting. There's this guy who is from the country of Poland, but he doesn't consider himself Polish, and in fact gets angry when people are like, "Oh, you're Polish," and he's like, "No, I'm not. I'm from unpronounceable Polish place, not Polish, other place." That he really considers himself more German, or more accurately, just belonging specifically to that place. And it was really interesting. It was like, wow, he feels really strongly about it. This is probably how Texans feel, except they don't hate the U.S., they just consider themselves part of Texas, not the U.S. Sort of, if that makes sense. But he actively hates Poland. So that was interesting. And also, it was interesting how little people know of, not just, I always figured that lack of knowledge about other countries was really specific to the United States, but it's not. It's not. Although I guess they're really not other regions. It was specific to the United States, but it's not. There was a guy from Africa, and nobody had any guesses where in Africa he was from. They're like, "You're from Africa." We don't know any more than that. Here's something interesting. Last night, Vlad, the like 30-year-old Russian, or not Russian, sorry, he's Ukrainian. Sorry, 30. There's a lot of Ukrainians here. 30-year-old Ukrainian guy. He was like, "So you're from Kansas, like Dust in the Wind, Kansas?" And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "The band." And I was like, "Oh." And he's like, "Also that movie." And I was like, "The Wizard of Oz." And he was like, "Yes." And I was like, "God damn it, I can't escape it. It's everywhere." Pro tip, guys: if you're not from Kansas, if you meet someone from Kansas, never mention The Wizard of Oz, because we get that all the time. Then after that, I had a quick bite to eat, and found, actually this was a piece of luck. I ran into Lauren, and she was like, "They've moved the film course," because she's also in my film class. And I was like, "Really? I had no idea, so I'm glad that you told me." And so we had lunch with another friend of hers and went to the film class. I thought it started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so I got there, like, I ate really fast, and we sort of ran there and got there at like 1 o'clock on the dot, and no one was there. Oh, we met this Polish guy, actually Polish, not unpronounceable other region, currently belonging to the government of Poland, actually Polish guy, who was also there really early. So we were the first three people there. We beat the teacher there, although I think he'd maybe just gone to the bathroom. Because when he came back, he was like, "You guys are really early," and we're like, "No, we're not." And he's like, "Yeah, you are." And I was like, I thought it started at 1. And he was like, "No, it starts at 1:30." So I didn't need to rush. Now I know that. Now I know it starts at 1:30. Oh well. Film class was fun. We watched the films, some of the films from previous years. They were, one of them was very technically very good, and very funny, and the other one was very, like, had a second hidden meanings, but was not technically particularly good. So that was interesting, and we watched some other stuff and talked about, like, classifying films by genre. And the guy, our teacher, is a documentary filmmaker primarily, but he seems cool. He's very young. His name is Dennis, which isn't a German name. I should have asked him about that, actually. Now I'm really curious. Anyways, and then after that, I went to the IT center, Rechenzentrum, and asked about my internet, and they tried out my cable, and it's the cable. "Daddy, you gave me a bum cable." So they were like, I was like, "Where can I go to get a new cable?" And they were like, "Well, you can go to this place. This is way on the other side of town." And I was like, "I don't know. I don't want to figure out the bus system right now, and that's a long way to walk. Is there anywhere closer?" And they were like, "Yeah, there's a store that's open from 10 to 11 every day." It was like 2 o'clock then, 3 o'clock. But you need to have a student card that you can, like, put money on, which I think they may have actually been talking about this, which is my lunch card. So, but I was like, I don't have that, because I didn't realize that they probably meant this. And they were like, "Well, you can borrow one of mine, but we're really not allowed to do that." And I was like, don't be hasty. I see. But then on my way back to the dorm, or actually rather, I decided to just go walk all the way across town, because I was like, I really want internet. I ran into Lisa, who is in my film class, and also has been having problems with her internet, and she has an extra one, so I'm going to borrow that tonight after choir, and hopefully it will work, and hopefully all this stuff will work, and I'll have internet again. And it will be wonderful. In the meanwhile, oh yeah, there's choir tonight, which I'm probably going to go to. I think it's at like 7 o'clock. No, 7:45. No, yes. quarter till 8 until 9. Yeah, that's right. So it's an hour and 15 minutes long. So I'm probably gonna go to that, and then I'll get some internet, and then go to sleep without doing much on the internet, probably, because, you know, I get up at 7:30 every morning. So, and I'm going to have dinner in the cafeteria today. That's the plan. Oh, I said I had lunch. Excuse me, in the cafeteria, but I actually had it in the cafe above the cafeteria. Not cafe. What was it called? I don't remember. It was basically like a little cafe place, and you can get like cold sandwiches and stuff. And there was a much shorter line, and I thought that, you know, I had class at 1 o'clock. Oh, so they let us out at 12:30, at like 12:35, and I was like, this is not enough time to eat, let alone also to buy these tickets for afternoon activities that, like, we have the option of doing, which I'm not doing today because I wanted to get the internet thing fixed. And now that I don't need to get the internet thing fixed, you know, I probably could have gone. Whatever. Well, I don't remember what I was talking about. Anyway, so I haven't been to the actual cafeteria yet, just the light cafe above it. That's pretty much all. It's been a lot cooler today, which is nice. It rained a little bit. Apparently, normal Bayreuth weather is like cool in the morning, and then it rains, and then it rains really hard, and then it trickles off, and then the sun comes out in the middle of the afternoon, and it gets really hot, which sucks. And then the sun goes down, and it gets like cold, not just like chilly and cold. So it's kind of a pain to dress for, but long sleeves again, yay. Plan for the rest of the day, read until dinner, have dinner, go to choir, get internet, go to sleep. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah. I can't think of, oh no, I had something else to say. I don't remember what it was. Well, that's okay. I had something else to say. It was probably not that important, so I'll be back this evening with internet, hopefully. So, yay! And then I'll upload all these videos. This is my 5th one, I believe. So that should be fun. Yep. Bye!